Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video, we're going to have a look at this Realme Buds, and we'll also compare it with this Mi Neckband Bluetooth earphones. Just last week, if you recall, I had posted the review of this one, and many of you have asked me to actually compare it with this one. And I thought, why not also include the OnePlus Bullet 2 Wireless, because in terms of looks and feel, as I said the Realme Buds 2 look very similar to this one, but I don't think so it's a fair competition. These are the OnePlus Buds 2. Let's quickly look at this and then we'll move on, because I frankly feel these are just too overpriced. These are almost 6,000 rupees, so it does not fall into the competition. And though they are like 6,000 rupees, in terms of sound, I would say both the Mi Band as well as the Realme 2 will beat it. The bass is simply just lacking on this one. Yes, what I like on this one is USB Type-C port and that quick charging. But for 6,000 rupees, I want the sound to be punchy and impactful. That is simply not there. So I'll just keep this to the side. And but I like that we get a pouch with this one. Neither with the Realme 2 and with this Mi Band you get that. Anyways, just keep it. And it comes in this box, the Mi Neckband. It's available on Flipkart as well as on Mi.com. I had purchased it from Mi.com and I paid 1,599 rupees for this one. Whereas this Realme Buds is available on Realme website, and also it was available on Amazon. And this is 200 rupees more, 1,799 rupees. So let me keep the boxes to the side. So guys, here are the two. This is the Realme Wireless, and again I won't get in depth regarding this one because just last week I had posted its full review. Again, check out that. Still my verdict stands for that one. I have used it a lot more, took a lot of calls. I'll talk about one more thing that I missed in my review. Some of you have asked. So, but anyways, in terms of build quality, as you can see, both look very different. The Mi Neckband looks a lot more bulkier, as you can see, whereas this actually looks very sleek, and also this material what we have, this gives you that soft touch rubberish feel, so feels a lot more premium, whereas on this Mi Neckband it's a little bit strange. On the top it's that flat, but here bottom we have that rounded corner. That's fine, I won't complain, but I feel these buttons what we have on this Mi Neckband, as you can see, I felt that they used slightly cheaper plastics on this, and whenever you click also it makes that noise, as you can see, that creaking noise and stuff like this, and you have to use this every time. Whereas on this Realme, as you can see, I'm clicking, but you don't hear this now. The feel of the click is a lot better on this one, and also this does not feel like that cheap plastic material, whereas on this it just feels a little bit on the cheaper side. Here we have the micro USB port. Both have actually micro USB port for charging, so again that's same, and we again have similar stuff again on this end. Now moving to the earbuds itself, as you can see, both of them actually have this magnetic connector, but this magnetic connector is just like this. When you wear it, just to keep it like this on this Mi Neckband, it doesn't have any functionality, whereas on this Realme Band, this is actually really functional. In fact, this is the on-off switch. If you just release it like this, it actually switches on and automatically connects to your smartphone. So that way I feel this implementation is a lot better on this Mi Band. This is actually really functional. And one thing that some of you have asked me, when I told you guys that if you just put it like this, it goes into standby mode. Some of you have asked me, for Bluetooth calls what will happen? Yes, if you just keep it like this, it disconnects. But what I noticed is that when you get a call, and immediately if you just take it out and put it in your ear, within a second it is actually connecting to your smartphone, and then you can take the calls. And here thereby I felt that is also saving a lot of battery on this one, and I took a lot of calls. I had no problems. Again, the microphones are good even on this Mi Neckband. I took calls via this one and they were fine. In terms of Bluetooth range, I would say the Bluetooth range was actually similar and actually pretty good on both these Mi Neckband as well as the Realme Realme Band. I would say it can easily go in the next room also, and then it won't disconnect. Again, I was using I tested them with the S10 Plus, both of them, and also the Realme XT, because the Realme XT, I'm testing it and the full review will be coming. So I use these two smartphones for them. And in terms of connectivity, as both of them are having Bluetooth 5 connectivity, that's actually good. But in terms of battery life, again, the Mi claims about 8 hours of battery life, whereas the Realme claims about 12 hours of battery life. And to be fair, guys, I didn't test them continuously for 8 and 12 hours, but I used them daily. This I used for last 3 days, and this I was using earlier. And definitely in terms of battery life, I would say the Realme is getting better battery life. And I feel that is due to this thing. When you're not using it, let's say you're not listening to music, it'll be just like this, and you just put it like this, and it gets disconnected. And whenever you get a call or something, you just open and it connects, and thereby I feel the battery life is a lot better on this. Whereas on this Mi Neckband, you have to actually physically switch it on and off with this button. And so even if it is in this position like this, you're not hearing music or anything, it's actually switched on. So the battery life was definitely less, but again, I would say the battery life is not bad even on the Mi Neckband. But if I have to talk about battery life, definitely the Realme goes ahead. Now let's talk about the sound. Again, I have talked already about the sound of this one in my full review. So again, check out for all the details. But let's first talk about the Mi Neckband. So as usual, we'll divide it between the bass, mid-tones and the high tones. And in terms of bass, I would say definitely the bass is there. There is a little bit of extended bass, but I would say it is not, that well done. It's good. I would say it is boosted than normal, and many of you will enjoy, but I didn't get that punchy bass effect. So in terms of bass, I would give it 8 out of 10. So if you are a person who likes a lot of bass, then you might miss that a little bit. Now coming to mid-tones, that are the vocals and stuff. What I noticed, this is very peculiar, is that on this one, I felt that the vocals were slightly on the harsher side. So I felt a little bit it was harsh to my ears. So in terms of vocals, I would say I would rate it 7.5 out of 10. Now moving to the high tones, here I would say the treble tones, high tones, here I would say they performed actually much better than I expected, and I would rate it 8.5 out of 10. So overall, if you look at just the music part, nothing else, then I would rate these actually 8 out of 10, which is actually not bad at all. But if you recall, guys, with this Realme wireless buds, the bass is definitely much better on this, and I would still rate it in terms of bass 9.5 out of 10. As I have mentioned earlier, check out my review for details. And even in mid-tones, I felt the mid-tones were a lot more smoother on this one, hence I would get it 9 out of 10. But in treble, I would say I would give it about 8 out of 10. So overall, if it's just sound quality, then the Realme Buds, I would rate it 9 out of 10. But now if we talk about the overall functionality, definitely here I would say the Realme Buds, again in terms of battery life and also that premium feeling, I would say the button feel and how it feels on your neck, this is slightly better. Here I would say Xiaomi goes slightly back. So overall, I would say both of these earphones are actually pretty good. But if I have to pick one which is overall better, then definitely the Realme Buds are better. But again, this Mi Neckband is for 200 rupees less. This is about 1600 rupees, whereas the Realme wireless buds are for about 1800 rupees. But definitely, if you can spend that 200 rupees extra, this is definitely a better product. Anyways, guys, that's it for now for this video. And again, guys, I'll leave the playlist of my other audio reviews that I have done. Those have tons of other earphones and audio gear review. So again, check them out for more info. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.